My room is an utter disaster. I'm gonna cry. Hey guys, it's Medium's End, and it's Dakota today because it is a Thursday video. It is currently 1:37 in the morning. I had a really late night with my assignments, so I thought, why not film right now? So today I'm going to be talking about my haunted childhood because although I was introduced to the medium world more recently, like 2 or 3 months ago, I actually have been experiencing paranormal activity for my whole life. So where to start? So my supernatural occurrences actually started before I was born, so I actually didn't experience this, but I had multiple family members who were there. So my great-grandma was, at the time, was dying of cancer. I cannot remember what the type was, but she was dying of cancer, and she was slowly, I guess you could say, losing it. She was a very powerful, intuitive woman, and my mom was 17 at the time when she didn't know she was pregnant with me yet. She got pregnant quite young, so she didn't know she was pregnant yet, and my mom was sitting like crisscross applesauce on the couch, and great-grandma was on the other side, and she just looks at my mom. She said, "What a beautiful baby." And my mom was like, "Huh?" And she said, "Such a beautiful baby. She has really long and thick brown hair and beautiful brown eyes, and she's just beautiful. What a beautiful baby." And she goes, "Grandma, what are you talking about?" She goes, "In there." And she points to my mom's stomach. And at the time, everybody was like, "Oh, Grandma is going crazy. Like, she's old. She's about to pass away." As sadly as that was, and I never got to meet her, but I personally think this was God's way of giving her a chance to see me before I was born, because she really loves children, and my grandma always used to say that she would have absolutely loved me and loved taking care of me. And Emerald and I found out that she is actually one of my guardian angels, and she is with me all the time, which makes sense because, like I said, she really loved children, and I think she wanted to stick around to watch me grow up. I was a very, I guess you could say, not a supernatural child, but just like paranormal things really surrounded me. So when I was born, these noises in my grandma's house started going up. Like in the attic, there's absolutely nothing in the attic. It sounded like footsteps, there was banging, there was clanking of metal. Like I said, nothing was up there, so it makes absolutely no sense why they would hear those type of sounds. Also, another creepy thing that would happen would be the front door at our old house was very loud, and it was distinctive, and you can tell when it was the front door. It was a very distinctive creak. So sometimes when it always happened when someone was home alone with me, just me, and my sister hadn't been born yet, so it was just me. Whenever someone was home alone with me, my mom experienced it, my grandma experienced it, my grandpa experienced it. Whenever someone was home alone with me, the door would open on its own in the front door. Keep in mind, this is our front door, so we have to have it locked because obviously you don't want an intruder getting in. So that was extremely strange. Now, another thing that happened when I was a kid was I was in my mother's room, and this is my childhood home, so it was my mom's room at the time, now guest room, now moved out, but this is my mom's room, and she was playing with me on her bed, and my grandma walked in, started playing with us, and then all of a sudden I looked at the doorway and I just waved. There was no one there. I think I was about 8 months old. Obviously they were freaked out, and then I giggled at it. Whatever was there, I giggled at them. So I wasn't afraid. And younger kids can see things more than we can, or more than adults can. So that was a bit strange. And my grandma always said that that was Sorry, I'm seeing a spirit laying on the bed right now. Like, right there. What's up, y'all? It's editing me. I just thought I'd add that I'm editing right now, obviously, and as soon as I mentioned that spirit on the bed, there was a giant bang on my door, and my door opened on its own. I could hear it in the hallway. Anyway, so my grandma always thought that it was Grandma, the woman who saw me before she was born, and actually it would make sense if she's one of my guardian angels, that she was there and I was just waving at her. I don't know. Going back to that door thing, and this isn't really like a childhood story, but it was in the same house, so I'm gonna talk about that. One time I was home alone. I was house sitting, dog sitting for my grandparents, and I was sitting with the dogs, and all of a sudden I heard the front door unlock and open and then close, but not lock again. And like I said, this door was very old, so you can tell when it was opening, when it was closing, and the lock was very clear. It was like it was more like it was not a knock, but as loud as that. Like, it was super loud. You can hear like all the mechanics moving, so you could clearly tell it was the front door. And as if that was not enough like panic, I wasn't the only one who saw something, because next thing you know, my dogs ran to the front door. I didn't move yet. I just heard the sound, and then the dogs run to the front door. They're barking at the front door, and then my cats, who never come downstairs, well, my grandma's cats, they came down and started hissing at the door. If that's not alarming, I don't know what is. So that was super scary, and I went to go check the door, and it was locked. Keep in mind, I heard the door, I heard it unlock, I heard it open, close, that's it. But it was locked. I didn't hear it lock again. It was locked. So that was a bit of a short video today. That is all I have at the moment. Maybe next week I'll tell more experiences in that house, because that was my childhood house and we just recently moved out. Maybe like, I don't know, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So I lived in that house for practically 18 years, so I will definitely have more experiences. Also, like Emerald talked about in her Tuesday video, we apologize if there is no Sunday video this week, but if there is, just look out for that, and we'll update you on our Instagram. There was a bit of scheduling conflicts between us two because we live an hour away, so I apologize if it does not come out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and click that like button, show us some love, and if you're feeling extra generous, you can subscribe to us as well. Thank you for all your support, and as always, we'll see you in the next video. Bye!